Assalamu alaikum and a very warm welcome to the third season of Knowledge Konnect, a flagship program of the University of Faisalabad. We are very thrilled to have you all join us today as we continue our journey to connect with amazing and incredible people at the University of Faisalabad who make it shine through. Assalamu alaikum, sir.
Walaikum salam. How are you, Zama?
Good, alhamdulillah. Thank you so much for taking out the time.
You're welcome. It's an honor to be here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Since you have been part of TUF for quite some time, I would like if you could highlight how your journey has been at the University of Faisalabad.
Well, my journey and my relation with the University of Faisalabad, it started way back in 2007, to be honest with you. I completed my graduation, MBA from University of Faisalabad. That was in 2008. And then I've already had a chance to serve this institution, of course, precisely. That was back in 10 and 11. And eventually back in 23, I've returned back here. And it's been great. It's been outstanding.
Right. So how does it feel, honestly, being a part of the institution, studying here and then working here?
In my 17 years of a career, twice had I had the opportunity that I could work at University of Faisalabad, and that was a little more emotional than any other experience I ever had. Because you're working at your alma mater, you really know it that this is the place that actually laid the foundation of the professional that you are, the teachers, the institute itself. So yes, it's a little more emotional on my part. This is my personal experience, and I'm being very honest with you on it. It still is, to this very moment.
It's great, by the way, having you here.
Honored. Thank you.
What aspects of TUF's academic culture you think stand out as compared to other institutions?
I think the most important thing is that TUF values the ideas a lot. Creativity is like at the helm of this institution. If you have a creative idea, if you have something new, if you believe that you want to pull a new project off, they will just welcome you with open arms. They would like you to come up with the new ideas to break the monotony, and they will give you all these opportunities and resources and inspiration that actually comes from the top management to us. So this is something that I really like about this wonderful institution, is that whatever ideas you have in your mind and you want to, and you're just looking for some prospects that who could actually pay heed to your ideas or give you the confidence that, okay, go ahead. Boy, when it comes to University of Faisalabad, you just drop an idea and sometimes you get a little amazed that you even didn't expect this kind of a firm response and attention to the idea and motivation to just go on and do it.
Acceptance towards ideas and creativity?
Definitely, and not just acceptance, immediate response, a positive response. That's very crucial whenever there is an idea, because you know what, we get like 65,000 thoughts a day.
Yeah.
And hundreds of ideas.
Yeah.
And it's very rare that an idea sticks to you for a long time if it is not put to action. So this is where University of Faisalabad is unique, that the idea will stay alive and it will eventually manifest into a reality, for sure. Yeah.
Right. Since you are head of international programs, could you please describe us the academic offerings of TUF international programs?
Well, TUF International Programs is a project, it's a very visionary project by our senior leadership. And the idea was actually to bring all those best practices that are in effect as well as academics are concerned globally, and to learn from them and then build on those values and those content, that kind of a content and the teaching methodologies and everything. So we started off way back in 2021, by the way. Right now, we are offering level 4 and 5 with Pearson, UK. In higher nationals, that is in computing, business, and art and design, with fashion and textiles and the specialization. As well as we are also offering top-up for level 6, and we have huge plans, by the way, to just simply deploy full-fledged undergrad and graduate degrees with other universities. So very soon we are about to make the announcements. I mean, it's all cooked up, it's all ready to be served. But within just, it's a matter of weeks, I would rather say, that we'll be announcing some new projects too. Yeah.
Since you were dealing with international programs and international degrees, let's say, What is the core philosophy that derives the approach to international education at your department?
The core philosophy is concerned, the idea is very simple, that learners are, are basically our main stakeholders, and everything evolves around them. This is actually not just international programs, it's the core philosophy of University of Faisalabad,
Right.
that everything actually evolves around the learners. And we are here to support them in any way possible we can. So you go to any department, either it's academic or it's administrative. When a student enters the department physically, they start feeling it like that they are being valued, because this is what we are here for. This is what we come here for. Here to make the lives better. And that's not just limited to classrooms. It is basically, I usually, it's a very casual statement in my casual discussions that I use, is that when you are in University of Faisalabad and you're breathing the air, the support is within the air along with the oxygen. So it's so much embedded and etched into philosophy, into the vision of our leadership, that definitely translates into this philosophy. So yeah, this is something very unique, to be honest with you. Yeah,
So students are the epic center
they are,
at the University
definitely.
of
They are,
Faisalabad.
that's why we are.
Since this is international education, could you please tell us the faculty involved and what kind of expertise do they bring towards this kind of international education?
Well, studying these sort of programs, transnational education programs, by the way, at a university, it always comes with a lot of benefits. And most of these benefits is what people in the society, in the community, they're not even aware of. Because many of the things where a limited scale institution will have to go extra mile, with a university, these practices come very naturally. It's a big setup, it's a huge setup,
True.
it's a physically big place,
Yes.
right? Big grounds, big classrooms, big setup, of course, for that matter. Big ideas eventually, like I've already explained, that ideas are like very well received here for the execution purposes. So at a big place, with the big ideas, I will definitely be coming up with big impact. So that's the whole difference, which at University of Faisalabad, when we offer these higher national programs, level 4 and 5 and 6 from Pearson UK or other of our partners, this is something very unique with the university, that actually an undergraduate program is at a place where it should be actually deployed. Now, automatically, one of those benefits, very important benefits, is the faculty. Now, here at university, PhD faculty is like always available to us.
Right, right.
So the same courses which are being taught at our place are usually being taught by the PhD faculty. Now, they have a lot of exposure. They have been working on a lot of global projects. They have personal links to various universities.
True.
They have been to multiple countries on certain projects themselves. They're already working on research projects. They are aware of these new, unique teaching methodologies and modalities, to be honest with you. So when this kind of a faculty member walks into a classroom, now we are actually having a university within a classroom.
True.
So that really, really translate into a wonderful experience for our students, for sure. Yeah.
That's really wonderful, by the way. Thank you. I would like you to highlight that since you were offering international education, how tutors and faculty are trained to deliver global competencies.
Perfect. Now, this is a wonderful question, by the way. It's a very important one as well. But let me tell you one thing, that University of Faisalabad, the teacher training programs are very regularly conducted. The faculty development programs are in place. And it starts happening the moment I, as a teacher, have just been hired. And the first day of my office that I walk in, I'll actually land into a training,
Right.
initial training regimen
right.
first.
Right.
So, and then eventually it grows on the moment semesters keep on growing.
Right,
There'll be
right.
specific trainings for specific times in particular semesters. So in the mid of the semester, there'll be training regimen domains. Then when we are concluding the semester,
Right.
prior to that, immediately before that, there will be
Yes.
certain trainings that are being conducted. So it's a normal practice in the university. Now, in particular, as far as international programs is concerned,
Yes.
we very, very actively participate within the university's own faculty development program. Then there are FDPs that are actually organized by Pearson UK itself, that is our foreign
Right.
partners. So a lot of virtual training sessions, a lot of virtual workshops, a lot of virtual meetings are in place, and eventually then we conduct these sessions within our departments as well. So
Right.
those
Right.
trainings are not just about what a teacher should be doing within the classrooms. 60% of those trainings are actually about what I have to do with the learner beyond the classroom, and that's our what I would say unique ideology, what it is about. Like I
Right.
said, that we have to work around the silence of the student. So we need that our faculty members should understand how to decipher the silence
Right.
and why is
Right.
it there at the first
I
place. So
was
yeah,
I was coming to the question that what is your teaching philosophy and how it's reflected in your department. So you have highlighted that. I would like you to, highlight it
sure, why
more,
not?
explain
Look,
it a little bit.
I think when we are talking about university students, they are like either in late teens or in early 20s.
Yes,
Now, this is a
yes.
very sensitive time in anybody's life,
True,
a very
true,
sensitive
true.
era, we can say so. Because being a teenager or in early 20s, my understanding is of what, 60 years of a person? But
Yes.
my response is not more than of a 6 years child.
Right,
I
right.
understand things very well, but I don't really know what to do with it. So
True,
what happens is
true.
that I will then go silent at our institution and in particular at our department. We
Right,
actually take silence very seriously. Silence is very loud to us. A silent student is a very loud student to us that needs immediate attention. So we are very, very picky about all these cues, keeping a very close look at how they are carrying, conducting themselves. And if a
right,
student is going into isolation and they're
right,
not responding in the classroom as they used to,
right.
or while simply just watching them walk past me in a corridor or the hallways, not just the classrooms. So we keep
Yes,
a very precise mental note and
right,
mental profile of every student. Every teacher
right,
does that.
right,
So if a student is actually going into a silent kind of a mode, which is very usual, this is the only reaction that we get from a teenager or somebody in early 20s or a university student when they are going through something.
true,
So
true.
we take silence very seriously. I mean, the silence is very loud to our ears,
I
and
would
we address it very
I would say
critically.
that's being very considerate. Usually, this thing doesn't happen really in the institutions anymore, but that's very nice of I believe your department to check and balance the learners or students at that level. Could you please highlight if there are like any ongoing professional developments
Well, there is
for the
one.
faculty or staff?
There is one that is going on as we speak, by the way, and I'm
That's
scheduled to
nice.
attend that in a short while. Definitely, I'll be there, and it's actually a 4 days program. So, like I've
Oh,
already
okay.
said, that this is a very regular practice at University of Faisalabad, that faculty development
Right,
programs from different perspectives, including research work, on the other
right.
end, the teaching philosophy, the teaching methodology, and on particular, because nowadays a teacher has to act as a facilitator, they have to act as a counselor, they have to act as a mentor, sometimes they have to act as a psychologist.
True,
So
true.
these trainings have to be very regular with the teachers. And these are very engaging, very fun trainings, to be honest. I love to be
Okay.
part of these trainings, especially at the receiving end.
Thank you, by the way, for
You're
taking
welcome.
out time
You're welcome.
and coming here before presenting yourself at the training session. I would like to know that how do you manage theoretical knowledge and global practical need of skills in your students at international programs?
Sure. I'll start with a very, what I would say, simple sort of an example.
Okay.
If somebody who needs to learn to drive a car, if they read a 1,000-page manual how to drive a car, they won't be able to drive that. So
Right.
what do they need to do? They have to learn driving by sitting in the vehicle along with an instructor who already is a
Right.
very good driver,
Right.
who helps them out with that. And we
Right.
really, really care for it. So this is a very unique practice, by the way, that we call it in-class guest speaker session. Usually what happens is that,
Right.
okay, we are going to
Okay.
invite somebody, they are going to be in a seminar, for 1.5 hour, and students, they would just gather, listen to them and all. No, we just took a step ahead of it. Now what happens is that, let's pick a topic.
Right.
Now the faculty member, our faculty member, will have discussed the topic in their classroom in the first hour.
Okay.
In the next hour, we'll invite a person relevant to that practice, that topic,
Okay.
from the industry to come and give the students, show them the picture, the other side of the picture, to be honest.
Okay.
That, okay, now you know, you have read the manual, how to drive a car. Now let's go and learn how to drive a car while driving it.
Right.
So I will just link it up with the same example. So this is how we balance it out. That our faculty members will give them the idea how exactly theoretically it goes around, and then practically we'll be having somebody from the industry to come in the same class, in the same setting, discussing the same content of that course from their standpoint.
Right.
So now the student knows what a car is,
Right.
and now they know how exactly it moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for highlighting how the practical skills are actually ingrained in your students. Let's discuss now student initiatives and student experience. What kind of international projects or collaborative opportunities are available for students at your department?
First, our evaluation procedures are based on a final project for every course.
Okay.
So what happens is that if a student is studying, say, 15 courses, they will actually eventually have 15 completed projects when they graduate.
Wow. Okay.
Those projects actually are organized and arranged by Pearson UK.
All right.
And students have to undergo. Our faculty members, they just foresee that, and they guide the students, and they help them out how to complete those projects. But eventually, we have to keep that element of challenge involved that has to be staying there.
Right.
So automatically, the students are going outside the university campus. They are going to different organizations to collect data, to interview the professionals, and then it's all hands-on training.
Okay.
See.
Right.
So the exposure is always there. Sometimes they have to get into contact with the organizations beyond Pakistan, from other countries as well.
Right.
So now they're learning. They're also getting this international exposure. They're getting to know things around, because it's the best way that you can make a student work
Right.
and learn together. So when we call it that it's fun learning, it's basically through the projects.
Right.
And naturally, in this program, we have a lot of projects coming in. Now, what happens is, our student, when they, let's say, appears for an interview,
Yes.
they have a separate sheet of all those 15 or 21 projects in 3 years that they have completed.
Yes.
And the interviewer is now well aware of the fact that this person,
Right.
they are actually ready. We call it plug and play.
Ready for
Because
industry.
they've already gone through.
Right.
They've already gone through, they have the hands-on experience. And now our student, our graduate, as an interviewee, would actually be discussing what they can add to the ongoing process. Sometimes what happens, this is my personal experience. One of my students, he just did that. That was a foreign organization, so he applied in UAE, by the way.
Right.
And he told me later, he called me and told me that, sir, I got a job. And I asked him
Yes.
how. He said that they picked one of those 15 projects that I completed at the university.
That's brilliant.
And they liked it that I've already worked on it. So I was sort
Right.
of a plug and play person for them. And they were happy that they would be hiring somebody who already knows what they are about to do. So
Yes.
that's a big plus. That's a big advantage.
Right, right.
Yeah.
How do international programs contribute to the international and global presence of University of Faisalabad?
I've already mentioned that university has multiple MOUs.
Right.
And on top of that, through transnational project that we are talking about, the international programs, we are reaching out to other universities in other countries to deploy their content here. And now they are reaching out to us. So there are like 2 or 3 very well-known universities. I cannot name them right now because we are already working on it. And very soon, like I've already said, it's a matter of weeks that we'll be officially announcing that.
Right.
So initial MOUs have been signed. Now we are working out the technicalities and all that. So in this particular context, Our
Right.
reach is actually growing day by day, even minute after minute. And as we speak, there are developments taking place at the back end.
What kind of career paths do you think your graduates could pursue?
Well, more than career paths, I reckon that how many international boundaries that actually they can conquer.
Okay.
You know, I talked about the identity, that how exactly am I going to introduce myself? So if I have graduated from TUF international programs, and if I go and apply in, say, a company that is working in Germany, and they're asking me, okay, tell us about your academic experience. So I'm going on that, look, I'm holding level 4 and 5 from Pearson, and I've got level 6 from this institute, and I was studying at University of Faisalabad, Pakistan. So I
Right.
won't be asked much more about my identity anymore.
Right.
I am well known, I'm well received, I'm well respected already because I've got a degree from one of the best universities in UK, and I've been studying at one of the best universities in Pakistan. So now this is a match made in heaven. Now this kind of an identity, I can take it anywhere. I can take it to any country at any level. Then
Right.
comes in what kind of career exactly do I want to take. And I can be a consultant.
Right.
I mean, we have to think beyond these typical jobs because
Right.
due to the introduction of artificial intelligence, many of the jobs are now a matter of past. So I have to think like somebody who is now contributing. So I can be a very good consultant, maybe a financial consultant,
Right.
maybe a consultant for any autonomous project that is going on. I know a couple of my students who are working in, who completed HN computing from University of Faisalabad. They recently got appointed abroad, and
Yes.
they are now working as consultants.
Brilliant.
I see.
Brilliant.
So there are two dimensions. One, my reach, and
Right.
two, the path I'm going to take to reach where I want to be at. So my
Right.
reach is now global, and my paths are dynamic.
Right.
So I'm globally dynamic, and I will be highly appreciated and respected in various places.
That's
People should be
amazing.
looking out for me now.
That's amazing. I would like to know, since you have dynamic pathways and everything, are you offering internships or exchange programs for your students?
Well, we have two of outstanding departments who are looking after these two domains. So if we're talking
Okay.
about exchange programs, we have a wonderful department that's called international linkages.
Okay.
And they just keep on, working on it, expanding the reach of the TUF graduates, taking
Right.
it beyond borders. And
Okay.
then as far as our internships and engagements are concerned, so we have Placement Bureau,
Right. Right.
which is
Okay.
dedicatedly working to make sure that every graduate of University of Faisalabad from any department, any domain, they get a placement ASAP. And those students who are working during the summer programs, they
Right.
get to have a wonderful experience. They get to have an experience that they would be working with a good company, with a company
Right.
with a very good culture as well. And for that matter, let me tell you that we started something new. We initiated a new project. We offered internships to our own students at TUF international programs. And
That's
I will
amazing.
just, highlight the same thing again, that how quickly the ideas are actually appreciated at University of
Right.
Faisalabad. So I
Right.
took the idea to our top management, and
Yes.
our honorable chairman, board of governors, immediately told me to go ahead with it.
Right. Right. That's
So,
amazing.
like, quite in the beginning of our conversation, I told you about that this is something that I love about University of Faisalabad, that you have a unique idea and it will be immediately accommodated. So
Right.
this recently happened to us. So our own students, 6 of our own students are actually
Wow.
working in our departments as trainees, and they're helping us out with the admissions and other things.
That's brilliant.
So
That's
it's,
brilliant.
it's not just within the university, not just within our country, it's truly global in all
That's amazing.
contexts. Yeah.
Since we are discussing about the growth and success and experience of student, we have often seen that students come weak, in the educational sector. And we have heard that at your department they have been excelling and doing accomplishments. Could you please highlight that, and if there is a success story you could share?
So my first, I would like to beg your pardon. I will have to, what I would say, contradict you
Okay,
here.
sure.
There is no weak student.
Okay.
At least this is how we at University of Faisalabad view things.
Okay.
To us, every student that walks into the door at this university is close to our heart and
Right.
has a true and a very high potential of being a very important, impactful member of the society. This is how we view the admissions.
Okay.
You see, this is our admission philosophy.
Right.
See.
Right.
And what kind of background they had, what kind of grades they scored, that's not that much of a concern to us, except for the technicalities. You know, there are certain
Alright.
policies that have to be satisfied.
Yes, obviously.
So if they are meeting the minimum criteria, whatever they have is of no concern to us. But 2 or 3 years later, when they walk out of this program, what kind of graduates they are, that is what we are highly concerned about.
Right.
See, so we are not much concerned about the fact that a student generally who is considered to be a weak student, God forbid, they will walk out as a very strong and competitive prospect for any company in the world,
Right.
for sure.
That-
So it's a very simple thing that we have.
I believe that's a brilliant contribution towards the society as well. I would like to know that what kind of international themed events or activities your department organizes.
Well, they surprise me a lot, to be honest, being the head, because there are so many
How?
proposals that are being put
Okay.
forth. And sometimes even I get surprised and there is a big smile on my face. Okay, they're trying to be dynamic. They're trying to take a different kind of an approach. We have a lot of events scheduled at our department, very particularly. The idea is very simple, that any student who has something in them on their mind, they should be able to communicate it to us,
Right.
and will help them out to get to turn it into a reality.
Right.
So, like, let me give you an example. Very recently, our students conducted a particular event where they were actually representing multiple countries from different
Okay.
continents.
Okay.
So there was a kiosk from South Korea.
Okay.
So they had their food on the table, and they, you know, when you will go to their kiosk, they will just simply welcome you in the local language of South Korea, in the national language of South Korea, and then they have a lot of food and culture is being represented. Now, this is a very different idea. It's a different approach, but now there were 10 different countries.
All right. All right.
Now they were preparing for their projects as well. More than
Right.
50 students were actively involved in it, because every country, there were like 5 students dedicated for every country.
All right.
So now
all
they have
right.
done a lot of research on that country.
True.
They bought things. We had a kiosk from China. They had ordered things from China, by the way.
Right. Okay.
So this is again a way to learn.
Right.
To learn where to procure your resources, how to manage that. So we're trying to make sure that even during the co-curricular activities, they should do
Yes.
it themselves.
Right.
We should,
Right.
mentor them. We should guide
Yes.
them, but they should
Yes.
actually do it themselves, because then they could learn many things.
Right.
So beyond the academic projects, sometimes they're working on projects that have no direct linkages with their grades and all.
True.
Recently, they conducted a
True.
visit to SOS Village.
Right.
So they
right.
packed everything. They had this wonderful stay there for
Yeah.
3-4 hours. They got to
Right.
know how those kids are feeling, to
Yes.
develop empathy among them, to make sure that they are emotionally intelligent, our students. So they packed more than 150, gift packs.
Right.
And they packed them themselves. We asked them
Right.
that you could just simply pay someone to pack it for you, and they were like, no, we want to experience it.
Right.
So when we'll go and hand it over to those kids, we will be
Yeah.
proud of the fact that we contributed in some way.
True.
So these are two of the wonderful examples that we.
Do you think all these activities somehow holistically contribute towards the student development?
It sure does. We can see the impact coming,
Okay.
especially after that SOS Village activity. Our students, their interpersonal communication, and the way they have now started coexisting as classmates, as batchmates, as project managers and all, whatever the projects they are working,
Right.
dramatically changed for the good.
Good.
So we had, of course, when the students studying, they would have certain issues. Now we have started encountering mature issues. Now they've started relying on each other. They've started respecting each other more, understanding that a smiling person might be having some bad day and they need to buckle each other up, buck each other up, and
Right.
and lift each other up. And together they can lift ahead and they can move ahead.
Right. So how do you organize these events? Do you have any student society or club, or how do you manage it?
Well, first we have a specific student society for TUF international programs.
Okay.
We conduct elections every
Okay.
year,
Okay.
and we elect presidents through students. Of course, they
Okay.
cast vote, and that is an event itself.
Yeah.
So all that
okay.
build up. So it's a 2 week affair, by the way. They're very much
Right.
involved. They're trying to convince people. They're coming up with their ideology. They're coming up with their projects and plans. Then we have a central department that is called CCA, Center for Collective Activities.
Okay.
That's a university's central department. So our student society and CCA collaborate to actually arrange and organize these events.
Right. Right.
And our
right.
tutors, our faculty members are then taking more of a facilitation, offering a facilitating role
Right.
to help them out working things.
But nonetheless, overall, a very good
It's
team
always
effort.
amazing. You learn a lot from these youngsters, by the way. You just got to give them
Right.
the right opportunity.
Right.
Yeah.
As head of international programs, what do you think? What kind of student is a best fit for your department?
Every kind of a student is the best fit for our department. We like them all.
Okay.
They're our pride. And I mean, most of our students, when they come and they apply for admission in our program, it's very natural to be confused. And we try our level best to help them out, not just for the admission. Sometimes it happens to me because I personally get involved in the counseling myself. I love doing that, love
Okay.
interacting with these kids. And sometimes they are here for the admissions information and they just start opening up because now they feel like that there is an elder that they can trust. And I think I need, I'm what I would say that other of my colleagues, our team as a whole has this philosophy. So I am learning to do it, but some of my team members are too good at it.
That's
So
that's
counseling the students, winning their trust, winning their confidence. So every student is more than welcome.
Since you mentioned that there are students who are confused, what would you like to say to the student who is confused whether to choose your department or not?
Well, first things first, confusion is good because when I'm confused, definitely I would like to find a way out. And in the state of confusion, we get the best creative ideas, to be honest with you, because now it's a matter of getting out of that situation. So I'll find any way out. As far as these kids are concerned, the first thing is to help them understand that confusion is good.
Right.
And they should stop doubting themselves for the reason that probably they are confused, so they are not good enough and all. So we help them out to ease situation off, to get them into a good frame of mind.
Right.
And then look ahead.
Right. Right.
So it happens that a student who was here for counseling with us, asking us for the admissions, eventually ends up with another degree program at another department, but they still keep coming back to us because now they know that there are people who will listen to them. And in fact, in their own department, there are a lot of people, their own faculty members who do that. So it's a common norm here in TUF.
Lastly, I would like to ask you why anyone should choose TUF international programs at the University of Faisalabad, and what would you like to say to your alumni and students?
Well, first things first, let's have a look at the name, the University of Faisalabad. So we're talking about a university experience. I mean, there is only, I would be in school, then I would be in college, then eventually I'll come at a university. Now, this is the pinnacle of delivery of academics, of education. So you're going to experience, have your learning experience actually channeled by a very organized organization. See? And it's a bigger place,
Yeah.
and you get bigger ideas at bigger places. So
Yes.
university experience is very important. And to our alumni, by the way, I'm an alumni myself. So it's a very privileged state to be in, to be an alumni of University of Faisalabad. So I send a lot of prayers and wishes to them. I keep in contact with them as well. They keep
That's
bringing
nice.
back to me, telling me what
That's
they have achieved
amazing.
more. So that's when you feel like that, okay, fine, we are going in the right direction for sure.
Right. Thank you so much for taking out time today and sharing the whole experience, culture, and process at TUF International Programs. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Sama. Thank you very much for
Thank
all these
you.
wonderful questions. It was a great experience,
Thank
seriously.
you. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in today with the episode of Knowledge Connect. And see you guys next time with another exceptional human being contributing towards success and growth of TUF. Thank you.